Hello, my marvellous sausages! So, we've got the new Wolfsbane sword, axe, mission drop yesterday, and we've also got Intrinsics that we can unlock, and also Catlayst that we can unlock. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to unlock all of the Intrinsics. There's another 3 to unlock there, 2, 3, and 4. Plus, we've also got a Catlayst, the Attrition Orbs as well. We can get that as well this week. It looks like the other 3 are going to be time-gated, probably on a weekly basis. So I'll keep you informed on those as and when they become available. Now, in order to unlock these Intrinsics, we've got to smash 9 shapes within the mission itself. And in order to smash those shapes, you need to make sure you've already completed the mission to get the Wolfsbane axe. Now, I've done a complete guide on that mission, a total solo walkthrough guide, so I'll leave a link for that in the description and at the end as well. But if you've got your axe, let's pile on in and let me show you exactly where the 9 shapes are that we need to smash in. Oh yes, and of course, the Attrition Orbs refit as well. These are data pads that are strewn around the place, so I'll show you that too. So starting the Heliostat mission, you come here to the Pinnacle Ops and you can see it there. Now, to get the actual Intrinsics, you don't have to do it on any particular level. So if you just want to run it for the Intrinsic, you just want to make it as easy as possible for yourself, so you could just stick it on normal and run through. Do you know what I mean? You're not going to get very good rewards, but if that's all you're after, you just have to smash all 9 of them to get it. However, if you also want to get the Attrition Orbs Catalyst, you need to complete it on Master or above. So it's up to you. You could run it all through on Master and get them all in one run and then complete it, because you have to complete it on Master to get the final refit for the Attrition Orbs. But if you just want to do the actual Intrinsics, if you just want to do those separately, then you can run that on any level. You could run it on normal if you want to do, and it would make it really easy. So the first thing we're going to come and get is the first Catalyst, because it's right at the beginning. So all you got to do is, I'm not going to do a complete walkthrough of this one, I'm going to just show you exactly where each one is. So the first thing we need to do is just kill all these lovely Cabal and make our way through to the end bit. Then once you get up to this section here, you want to call in your Scion for the Radiation Scion, just to get through. You don't have to, you can run through if you want to. And then the pad is very close by. So go and grab your buff from all floating invisible bularks. I want to run through this area here. It's very close to the beginning. Down the steps, through the first door, turn around to your right, and then you can see the pad hidden away there. So you want to pick the pad up. Then once you've done that, you need to go and insert it into a computer. So you want to carry on up the steps. You can see you've got another marker to call in the Scion, and the computer is just there, and then you insert the data pad there. Now, that doesn't get it to you right away. What you have to do now, of course, is complete it on Master. But let's carry on and have a little look exactly at where we can get the rest of the Intrinsics. So, you've just cleared out the fight in this room, where you've killed all the Minotaurs and opened the doorway, and the lift has opened up below, and we want to drop down here to the pushy, outy, uppy, downy things. Yes, so what we're looking for is the terminal, first of all. Now, that's the terminal that you activate, okay? So let's go and activate the terminal to go through to the next area. But what we're looking for now is a little node, and I believe it's just over here, look. Just there. We should see the node sparkling in there. There it is, lovely. So we need to get our Wolfsbane out, which is nice. Yes, I'm recording this, just double checking. Jump on over and then smack it. There we go, and that's the first node done. And a little tip for you as well when you're going through the actual mission itself to get to the nodes. To know which doors you can go through after you've activated the terminal here, there's actually a little blinking light above the one that's active. You can see that one there, it's just kind of frizzling like that. So none of these have, but I know the one we're going to go through is this one up here. Let me go back into this, look, and you can just see, let me just jump over it, and you can see that little pulsing light there. That means that it's the door you can go through, okay? So that's quite a nice handy little shorthand if you forget your route. Anyway, right, let's continue on and go to the next node. Right, so for the next one, we're coming into this room here. We do actually need to go all the way down just there to that one. So let me show you how to get there. You might be able to jump it, actually, if you can, but I'm going to show you the traditional route so you don't have to worry too much about jumping. So we're going up to this area here, okay, into this little gantry. And there you go, there's the fizzing light telling you that it's this door, okay? We go through here, and they're going to land on the pipe here, and then we're going to go over to that one that's all the way over there, look. Okay, so let me just jump over here a bit. We couldn't see it because of the pipe there. Let's land there. And then we just need to drop down onto it as well. You can drop onto this pipe if you want. And then across to it there. Now we're going to come out. So you can see we're back looking down where we started. But what we need to do is go over here and just jump straight out to this one on the end here. And there we go. There it is. There is your shape number 2. Or a node, I suppose you'd call it. So there you go. Switch to your axe and smash its face in. Right, so the next shape, that's pretty close by too. I'm going to stick the axe away because I prefer to do it this way. And we're going to go carry on through the way we need to go. So we need to jump over to that door there, look. So you can either hover in or you can jump across. However you want to do it. Door will open, and now we're going to drop down to the bottom. It's kind of like a dark area. It's quite difficult to see, so I'm just going to plop down onto this pipe here, and there you can see it there, look. That's where we need to drop to, if I can, without dying. There we go, and there we are. There's number 3 in there. Perfectly lovely. Yes, smash it. Smash it. And there you go. Once we strike that one, you can see we've got Resurgence Directive 2, so that's the first Intrinsic. So 2 more sets of 3 to get. So the next thing we're going to do now is we're going to go and complete the next section where we've got to flick all the different terminals. Do you know what I mean? In the big housey area. So we're just going to carry on. So if you want to carry on the way you're going to go, we're going to jump back up here, and then we're going to go and look for the flashy light. I can't remember which way it is. There we go. Cracking bit of luck. There's the light. I'm going to keep on going this way and slide down here. And then we're going to make our way and complete the battle. It's all in, you know, the massive open space area, which looks like with the big hanging gantries where we're flicking the grav switches for the grav lift. So I will see you there. So the next set of 3 is in the big jumping area after you complete this bit. So I'm going to complete this bit and I'll show you exactly where you need to go next. So there we go, gets killed. So I'm going to show you where all 3 of these are in here. So you just collected your chest. Now what you want to do is, as you're looking at the center console, the way I'm going to go is I'm going to go out to this right door, because there's lifts there and there's lifts there that take you up to either side. So we're going to start on the right-hand side as we look at that console. You're probably going to have a couple of Vex here. I've already been through this whole area and killed most of the gits. But you never know, you might have some around the place as well. So, oh, great. I got to wait for this bloody lift now. Oh, there it is. Lovely. Thanks very much. Jump on the lift here. Yes, nice. And then we'll wait for it to ascend. I'm sure there's going to be lots more stuff in this room, you know. I like this big open room. It's very nice. When you get up onto this platform here, you're going to have numerous gits, or at least 4 of them. Anyway, so kill their faces off like that. Yes, you can see what remains of them here. And then over here, we've got the Scion radiation shield. You can call them in if you want to. You'll have the circle on the floor. But I'm calling them in here just to give yourself a bit of protection from the explodey things, although they don't do too much damage to you. So, the first Vex node shape is just over here. So we're going to jump onto this platform here, run across, and you can see, look, we're up here. Okay, so we're going to need to jump up there. So I've killed all the gits here, but the best thing to do is to jump up onto this one here and jump up over here. And then we need to get up there, so it might actually be better for us to continue on up over this way, look, onto the yellow one. And then up here, you'll have a few gits here, and then we kind of want to jump over there, look. So let's see if we can get there without killing ourselves. There we are, good, and we're over there. So that's the way to get to the first one. Get your Wolfsbane out and twat it. There we are, there's that one done. Now, the other 2 are on the other side, okay? So the best way to get over to the other side, and you need to activate the what do they call them? The grav lifts anyway. We want to continue on over there, okay? So the best way to go, I'd imagine, is we'll go over here, look, like this. And then just land on this one here. There we are, lovely. Oh, is it going to dissipate before I land? There we are, good stuff. And then we're going to go over here like this. Thanks very much. And then we're going to jump over here like this. And in here. And then we're going to jump up in there. Hang on, there's a way to get up there. I've always forgotten how to do it. There's a hole in the ceiling, and I've probably come too far. Hang on. How do we get there? Shit, I'm lost. Oh, no, there it is. We're an idiot. It was right there, look. Jump on top of the pillar, and up we go. Oh my god, I'll get there. I'll get there one day. And there we are. We're heading down to that little portal like there. So we'll just run round here, kill Gittage, goodbye, and goodbye Knob Goblins. Activate the grav lift number 1. And then that'll be one light we need to activate. And then the other 2 are over on the other side. And this teleport takes us back into the center, just above the main building here. Okay, so you can see the main building just underneath there. Let's kill all the plums here. So we don't want any plum trouble. Go see the doctors if you have that. Goodbye, Honoured Phalanx, Coral Hobnoblin, and other Coral Hobnoblin. There, so the main building is underneath us. Now, this time, we're going to be going over this way here, okay? Because that's where we just were over there. There's the main building. We're running off over here. So we're going over to this set of scaffolding, and you're going to find them on your way. Do you know what I mean? You don't have to go out your way, really. So once you come over this way, and we're going to run down onto this gantry here. And then we're going to be jumping up and around. So, you're going to find a circle on the ground here where you can call in one of the scions. I've already done this one in, but I'll call him in again anyway. Here he comes, look. And then he's going to de-radiation fire us. And it's just following the path that you would normally follow, and you'll find them on your way. So we want to go up here, and then this one here. We don't want to go over there, but we want to go up there. And there you go. Look, you can see the first one. But remember, of course, you've got the radiation pulse. So if you don't want to die, you might just want to wait for the pulse to dissipate. Let's do it. Here it comes. Large explosion of orbular killiness. And then jump up there like this. And then twat it. Oh, no! Bloody hell, I hate using those things. Right, and we're going to carry on going this way now, but it's now over onto the other side, okay? I hope I don't die. So we're going to jump over here onto this gantry and land there. And then we're going to jump over here onto this gantry here as well. Hang on a second. Oof. There we are. Lovely. Let's kill the Gittage. There we go. Gittage killed. Now what we need to do, you can see it's just there, look. Just above that explodey one. So you want to kind of get on the gantry over there. So I've come the wrong way, really. But you can just jump over here. And there we go. So we'll go on to this gantry number 1. Just wait for the radiation to dissipate. And gantry number 2. Get your Wolfsbane out and twat it. Carefully, don't die. There we are. Good. And there we are. That's the second one. And then we just want to make our way out then to the doorway there. So the way out is to get over to that other side, look. So we just need to keep on going back this way and land on this one here. I'm going to get a swell of gunge. There we are. I'm going to change to my actual jumping thing. It does seem to impinge you as well. Oh, dear. See, that was terrible. Let's wait a minute. I'm going to get some health back by doing that. Wait for the thing to happen. Oh, look, it doesn't seem to knock the gantries, doesn't it? Okay, what we'll do now, then we're going to try that again. And there we go. That was a lot easier. Over there. Over here. Land on that one as well, because, you know, why not? And then into here. And this is where we need to be, me lovelies. Excellent stuff. So I'm just showing you this as a walkthrough, just in case you get a bit spun round, because you might not have done it more than once. So it is easy to get lost in here, because it's such a big area. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, kill the tossers. And then put your grav lift on, run through here, and then we're going to jump through the portal, and you'll see both grav lifts activated at the end. And then we're jumping up to the boss area where we're going to find the final 3. There's nice. Up the lift, everyone. Yes, right up. Right, so the next one is in the big open boss room fight room. I'll just show you directly where it is. It's just in the far corner from where you come in. There's the lift, look, that we popped up in. Yes, hello, knob ends. And you can easily see this one. It's just twinkling away there in the corner, look. There's nice. So getting in there and twonk it. Lovely. And the next 2 are in the 2 separate side rooms. So you're going to have to open each one of these in turn. So let me do that first of all. There we go. There's my Radioloria Suffusion. And the sack chap will run over to open this door. So we'll follow him through here. Look. And just go through here. And then we can help him dismantle this doorway here. And then once you do this, it's just going to be in here. Hang on a minute, we'll run around and have a quick look. Oh, watch out for the Cabal in here as well. Sorry, I've just killed all the Cabal. What we need to do is run round to the control room here, the normal path you're going to go, and you will be able to see it, look, on top of this bank of computers here. So you want to jump up and jump up and twonk it there. There we are, lovely. That's the last but one. And then we want to go over onto the other side. So you want to do as normal. So call the hacking scion in. And then we want to run down and get some more. You can just drop down a hole there as well. Like, you don't have to run down, which is quite nice. And then we'll go and summon the other Minotaur. And there's one there, look. Yes, and we'll get over onto the other side. Let me just do this quick. See that then? Lovely. There we go. So we'll get our Radioloria Suffusion here, and then we'll get the sack coming this way as well. Let's just kill some gits. Lovely, lovely. And then he's going to open this doorway for us here. So we'll open this doorway too. There we go. Great. And then through here, we should see the last shape. There it is. Look, lurking on the side. Get lost, Cabal. Smack him in the face. There it is. Twonk it. And that should give us our last intrinsic. Lovely stuff. Now then, if you've gotten the Catlayst as well and you're doing it on Master, you can leave it there if you're just doing this normally. But if you want to complete the Catlayst, the Attrition Orbs Catlayst, now you've got to complete the mission itself. So you just want to get on and finish that off. It's not too bad, really, is it? Yes, there we are. Good. So there you go. Once you've got all your bits, remember to come to the Enclave on Mars, here to the Reshaping Stone, and reshape your weapon. Remember, it's under swords as well. There's no such category as axes. And, yeah, do it in here. So stick in your, what have I got here? Resurgence 4. So there we go. We'll stick that one in. That's the maximum one. And I've already stuck my Attrition Orbs in there, but we do have the others to unlock. So like I said, once we know how to unlock those, I will let you know. There we are. And reshape your axe. That wasn't too bad, was it? Anyway, folks, if you like the vid, a hype is a new thing on YouTube, and it would be marvellous if you could help me out. And if you haven't got your hype, then you could also give me a like, or even give me a subscribe as well if you want to follow what's going on. I'm doing this, and follow me for some Borderlands 4 content as well, because I'm doing quite a lot of Borderlands 4 at the moment, and I'm absolutely loving it. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I shall speak to you all again very soon. Sausage.